Hey, I want to welcome you to our daily discipleship devotion. Today, we've got a special one for you. Let me ask you a question. Do you have any enemies? If you do, then you need to hear this devotion. The Christian life can only be described in terms of the supernatural. You see, we can't live the Christian life in our own power. We must trust Christ. And one of the things that God says to us that really says we need His supernatural power is He says that, you see people, they love their friends and they love the people who love them. But Jesus said, you're to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Now, that takes supernatural power. You can't do that in the natural. Only God can give you the ability to do that. And when God does, it's tremendous. We have a great example in the Bible of that, and that is David. You see, David was being sought after by Saul. Saul wanted to kill him. David had every reason to be angry, to hate, to want to do harm to Saul. He was hiding in the cave, and Saul took a stop, and he went into the cave, and David had the opportunity, the perfect opportunity to kill Saul, but he didn't do it. He had compassion on him. He loved him. And later on, he showed Saul a piece of the cloth that he had cut off of his robe. And he said, I could have done this. And Saul was so broken that he began to weep. You see, when you do the right thing, when you love, even when you're hated, when you love, even when someone wants to kill you, then God takes that and uses it for His glory. Listen, I've seen God move and work in such a mighty way in countries where Christians are persecuted. It's because they have, by God's grace, loved their enemies and prayed for those who persecuted them. When we begin to act in such a way, that takes supernatural power. When we depend upon the Lord, when we trust in the Lord, He will give us the power to love even our enemies. He did it for David, and He'll do it for you. So you look to Him and you trust Him.